those sound so edgy.
Right.
Let's go Void Eclipse. Boom. It sounds very steampunk. I mean, cyberpunk. It sounds like a
It
cyberpunk bar.
looks very sci-fi, that's for sure.
Nice. Enjoy good soy boy.
Alright, let's get everything set up here real fast. Oh, apparently that's not the full title. The full title is Void Eclipse: Empires at War.
Oh shit! Empires at War.
Shit,
Right.
son.
The way you said it made it sound like a mid 2000s cartoon announcer. Next up, Void Eclipse, Empires at War. More at noon. I don't know.
Next time on Indie Showcase, Void Eclipse.
Ooh, oh, it looks good. Already, I like the aesthetic. I like how the O in Void is worked into the backdrop.
Mm-hmm.
Very lovely.
And you'll be getting another tag just because I'm tagging you again. And
Nice.
The tweeter.
The tweeter. Don't you be thinking you're getting any clout from me. I lost 10 followers in the past week.
Oof.
Yeah, I don't know why. I've been posting consistently all week. It's just gone. Just fucking gone.
No clue. It's always weird when that stuff happens.
Oh well.
Void. That is not how you spell Eclipse. This is how you I'm like, I have it in a giant thing on the side of my screen how to spell it. This one's a little. This is really interesting because it's a very big game, I should say. So, like, this is a. Normally, when I get an indie game, it's, $20 at most, give or take. This is a $40 game. So, this has some standards to live up to.
Ooh, okay. It's a high class game. I see.
Yeah, much more than to be a full AAA studio cost.
Mm-hmm. This is what I pay for. Maybe one of them games that take the same map from a AAA game and sort of rework it, like an add-on, or a smaller AAA game, or like a night out at the town. I don't actually know how much going out on the town, air quotes, cost. I don't go outside. Quotation, air quotes.
Quotation, air quotes, something along those lines.
Something of the sort. Can't go outside. There's COVID out there.
Can't go outside. There's people out there. COVID just makes it worse.
True. People are the worst. Maybe the true plague on Earth is people.
I mean, the Matrix said it. We all agreed.
Yeah.
This is what it is.
We've been saying that humans are the real monsters all along. For centuries now. I swear, most of the world's problems would be solved if we just got, come together, all of us as one, got the guillotine, and just used it, used it for what it was made for. I'm not gonna say who we would use it on, because legally I'm not allowed to. But in a video game, of course. In a video game. We're talking about video games here. A hypothetical video game. We're not talking about real life. Of course not.
Okay, now I just gotta update Twitch and we'll be good to go.
Alrighty.
I wish there was some way to do that smoother, but unfortunately there just isn't.
19 years old. It's kind of a,
Can you not set up the tweets before stream?
The problem I've run into is while I can, there's no way to like time it, so I could like put it in draft, I suppose.
Yeah,
About it.
that's what I was suggesting. Draft, and then you
That
just put.
that that would be the smart thing to do. But also,
That
to
would
be
really-
fair, part of the problem is I don't always know what games I'm going to do until I decide on it.
Oh, true. Or you could
But-
write like a template. You just copy paste.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Okay, everything is updated, so let's check out Eclipse.
Void Eclipse.
Eclipse.
Void Eclipse.
My little mark.
Full Metal Alchemist. Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh, goodness gracious. New campaign. Star Sun.
Person, that's you.
I'm apparently a plant.
Yeah, that checks out.
Is that a terrarium?
Oh, your stream is lagging quite a bit here.
Ooh, yeah, you're not kidding. Not sure why it's doing that.
Is that okay? It just popped up. Is that is that just a plant in a helmet?
Yep.
Huh.
And there's some really strange. I love the different alien designs like that.
Yes, that aesthetic is so good.
Okay, my stream's like 30 seconds long. So.
What do you stream at? Like resolution?
I don't remember off.
All right.
Uh,
I go for a good
not
7.
even sure. I'm not even sure I would know where to look to see that.
No, well, it's just your OBS options. Doesn't really matter. Yeah.
I turned down the strain on it.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Fixed it.
Yeah, that's way better.
Apparently, putting it on epic quality view was not the greatest idea.
Yeah. I don't know why it would default to that, but you know.
Well, because I'm pretty sure my computer can handle it. It's just trying to handle it against.
Okay. This is why my stream is permanently stuck at 720p, just so I don't have to worry about it. I don't think anyone minds. Also, I exclusively stream League of Legends, so it's not like it matters.
Fair.
League of
All
Legends.
right, let's try this again.
Okey-dokey.
Okay.
I really don't know.
Roll.
Ooh.
You've just awoken. No idea where you are, what woke you, or for that matter, why you were asleep. Learn to use the camera controls.
I'm gonna reload my thing, maybe.
At the edge of Argon Empire and Nerulia sector. Note, benefited
Away. Wake up. I need your help. Who, where, or why? Let's start with who. My name is Zira. I'm a researcher with the Varagon Imperial Detachment in this sector.
Oh no. We've started with the technopap.
What happened to me? I'm having trouble remembering how I got here. I'm also a terrarium in a helmet.
Just plant. What's your name, plant?
It's cryo-amnesia. Don't worry, it should wear off soon.
Tutorials will have a video like the one on the left. Each instruction will also have hints, like this mouse image. To complete this tutorial, press spacebar.
Oh, okay. I'm going to give props for that being the most thorough tutorial for something like a mouse movement I've ever seen.
To move the camera, you can place the mouse at your screen edge. Alternatively, you can use the WASD keys to move the camera. Use the mouse scroll wheel to zoom your camera in and out.
Oh jeez. Oh jeez, it's one of these. Oh jeez.
Okay. Good thing, yeah.
Thing has been done, Taurus.
Okay, so I have to do all the things on the tutorial. Good, it looks like you understand how to look around. Let's see if you can connect to the base on Sheila. Focus on the
Hover over the
planets.
Taurus system, and use the mouse scroll wheel to zoom your camera closer. To see the details screen, press and release the left mouse button on planet Cheelon. To deselect a planet, system, or exit a screen, remember you can right-click to deselect.
If we want to get out of the slide, you'll need to train some infantry. That'll require resources. You have a small stockpile left on Cheelon, but not enough. You'll need to extract more ore from the planets.
Ore is needed to make units. The ore you have available is shown on the top of the screen as a blue diamond. Resources are mined and removed from planets. The amount a planet contributes is designated with a plus sign. The ore, earned at the end of your turn, is the +1 at the top of the screen. Left-click your avatar to end your turn.
Chillin'.
Excellent. You should have enough ore to chase Baragon troops too. Question: are we in danger? A little bit.
just a tad. It's just a wee bit of danger.
Left-click
A wee bit
to
of danger,
select
never
Planet
hurt anyone.
Cheelon and open the Planet Manager. Press the Build Tier 1 button to open the Unit Training panel. Finally, left-click on the Initiate to train it.
Just in time. The drone is here. Oh. Oh my. Oh wow, this got intense.
Oh shit, combat.
Command that initiate to reinforce the second column. You don't want that drone getting too close.
To place a unit in battle, press and hold with the left mouse button, then drag the Initiate into the second column on the battle grid.
Move or attack.
Units can move around the battlefield. With the right mouse button, hold and drag, then select a highlighted square to move to. When all your units have been moved, or have attacked,
Oh, no,
your
it's
turn is
fine.
over.
Oh no.
We've got card games. We've got card games on spaceships.
You really are a nerd, huh? I didn't want to believe it, but it appears to be true.
You are awoken by a mysterious stranger and fought off the Solare creatures. Man, they do not give you enough time to read any of these.
I am so lost. Off we go to Cygnus.
You took care of that drone with various scratch. Let's see what we can do about this infestation. You certainly did.
Reputation is earned when you choose how to react to a character or situation. To see the reputation you currently have, press the
Holy
Personality
shit, this is
Matrix
in depth.
button now. A reputation has its uses. It can open new dialogue options with characters, and if you earn enough, it can unlock personality traits. Press the right mouse button to close this screen.
Holy shit. Like, okay, that's really cool. Like, that your reputation can actually affect your troops.
Very in depth. Much stuff.
Much stuff. Why did you wake me up? Your Android Cortex is capable of storing vast amounts of data. This ability makes you a valuable asset in the Vargon war efforts. You have prior experience with Vargon military campaigns. I do. However, your memory is fragmented from the time spent deactivated. Typically, this improves if you visit familiar locations. We need to explore the sectors you previously were in command of. That should improve your capabilities and restore your vital war memories. Is there more you want to know? Yes? I'm not sure what, but yes? Why did you wake me up? Your Android? Oh wait, this is the same thing. I thought it was marked differently. Come on, go. Skip. Let's get on with it. Going with it, you able to command and what they are capable of.
Discovered units are earned by mission rewards. Each mission, you spend energy to research units in that sector. Researched units may be upgraded permanently. Experience earned in missions and battle let you train new skills. Open the research screen now.
Commanding.
The initiate will always be available to you. Left-click on the initiate to open its upgrade screen. Left-click to unlock explosive rounds. This will spend 5 experience points and unlock a special alt attack. Left-click on assisted targeting system. This will increase direct initiate range by 1. Press and release the right mouse button to exit the menus. Exiting full-screen menus like these can always be done with the right mouse button. When you are back at the galaxy screen, zoom in on Auriga. You will need to harvest resources on Auriga Prime. End your turn now to do so.
Okay. Now that your initiates are more prepared, let's train a small army.
Oh.
Left-click on Auriga Prime, then press the Build Tier 1 button to open the
how
unit
small
training panel.
can an army be for it to still be considered an army?
Left-click the Initiate Build button 4 times to train 4 initiates.
There's like 5
Then
people in an army?
left-click each trained initiate to
I feel
select
like it
all
should be
4.
more than that.
When you have selected all 4,
Well,
click the
what's
Build
the limit,
Fleet
though?
button.
Sure. I feel like more than... I think you need like 30 or 40 before... Because before that, it's just kind of a mob of people.
I guess. But then like, is 10 people not 10 well-organized soldiers not an army?
Feels like
Platoon, I guess.
you're...
I'd say an army is at least one person.
I mean, that's a fairly safe guess.
It's the army of one. The one-man army.
Okay. Where do you want me to click? Oh, I have to select them first. Okay, that's oddly redundant. Your attack fleet is almost ready to go. Give it a name. Then let's find the Solar Infestation. Infestation sector is coming from a nearby star. Let's use the warp gate.
Fleets have enough fuel to make 3 jumps each turn. With the fleet selected, right-click on the warp gate. Warp gates are controlled like planets. Send your fleet through the gate by right-clicking on the warp gate again. The infested planet, Tau, is in this system. Send your fleet to planet Tau to attack it.
Ooh, okay. And huh. I wonder if it's randomly generated what the planet looks like, or if like they just have a stack of them.
I guess it depends
That's
on
why
how
we
big the
created an initiative to demonstrate the power of the Bargun technology.
Oh yes, the bargain.
You place units
very
first
common
because
technology,
you are
yes, of
attacking.
course.
Up to 4 troops can enter the 3 columns on their side. The range upgrade for initiates allows for a straight shot up to 3 spaces instead of 2.
You know,
Attack the enemy
have
from a
added little
distance.
green models that pop out of the cards when you
Explosive
face
rounds
them.
will shred the armor of a drone. To use this new alt
Skill
attack,
guys.
press and release the right mouse button, then select the explosive skill from the wheel.
Oh man, every individual one's gonna have its own. Man, this is gonna get excessive fast.
I'm already overwhelmed.
And I made it to a side edge. Oh, that was nice. Ah, why are there more? Don't spawn. They have so much health. Why do they have so much health?
You. But yeah, they're so tanky. 15 health on that one. Oh, I bet 6 damage. Pretty good. Writing orders. Because my breakfast consisted of this cheap cereal I got the other day. It's like off-brand raisin bran.
Nothing wrong with off-brand raisin bran.
Well, there's a lot of things wrong with it. For start, it tastes like shit. For starters.
Oh.
But like, I bought it, so now I have to eat it because I'm not throwing it away.
Just so you know, Andy, when you put the video in, while you can't see it, I can see it on my side. So it is there. And I will save that for a media watch day.
We got it. We saw the nasty shit you're posting.
You can talk? I thought you were mindless creatures. Oh novello. Could it be a sci-fi, we're actually the baddies?
We're the baddies? Are we gonna have to take the side of the monster we were previously killing and overthrow the human race that is now a metaphor for imperialism?
I mean, technically they're Vargans, but yes.
Oh?
Well, that's what they keep calling them, and they don't look very humanoid.
Well, maybe they're just super evolved humans. Millions of years in the future. Oh, have you seen this thing on YouTube called fuck, what was it called? Hold on, give me a second. Google it.
Googly, 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 googly.
What was it called? All Tomorrows. All Tomorrows. It's like this book written by some guy named what's this fucker's name? Hold on. Need to get the right credits. C.M. Kozman. It's like an ebook about speculative evolution, and it sort of speculates about what the different kinds of humans that would evolve if we ever were
Open
to
the
expand
research
across the
screen now.
stars.
Interesting.
Use the left
Yeah, and
mouse
it's very
button to
fucked up
select the
because
spy and research it for
only
this
half the book is
mission.
about that. The other half is about this alien race called
Press
the Kin,
escape
who come
or the
here,
right
enslave
mouse
all
button
humans, and
to
then
exit the menus.
use genetic DNA to just play around with us and make a whole bunch of creepy, half human, half weirdness hybrid things.
Here.
That's very cool. I do recommend it. It's a 40-minute watch. It's like a YouTube video that that summarizes the book. It's very, very interesting. Like there was this specific, oh, my favorite one is the specific race of humans that fought back against that alien race, and as punishment
planet,
for
Jishui
fighting
and
back and
select
not just
2
letting it
spy
happen,
units.
they turned
Then
them
click the
into
Build Fleet button
meat
to
cubes
place them in a fleet ship.
whose purpose was to purify
Select the
the
remaining
gunk in the
spy
waters,
units,
but they
then
were still
click the
fully
Build Fleet
conscious
button
and they had
again
eyes and
to
mouths,
place them in a second fleet
specifically
ship.
left there so they could suffer.
Multiple fleet ships at the
Oh,
same
that
man,
eternal
location
torment.
will be added to the
Yeah.
fleet stack.
Oh, but the
Select
good
one
part
of
is
the
that
fleet ships
eventually the
now.
Q leave, and then the human races are allowed to evolve past what they were left as, and those become like these weird modular bio creatures that sort of mesh together into things. They're called like the modular people, I think. It's very cool. It is very interesting to watch, very creepy, and I love it. Do you 100% recommend?
Nice. I will have to check it out. Oh, supplies. Gosh.
Each fleet ship has enough fuel for 3 movements per turn. Each ship movement costs 1 fuel. Ships regain fuel when you end your turn. Begin exploring this sector by sending your fleets to planets and warp gates.
Okay. Alright, so now that all the planets are under control,
Tax.
Boop, boop, boop. Now I'm going to have multiple fleets.
Very interesting.
Three. Feedback. Very nice. You said you obey.
Obey me, child.
A lot of you to go through. Satellite in orbit was sending an encrypted broadcast and brought on board the fleet ship. It appears to be our bargain manufacturer. Your engineers tell you they need access to our internal hardware to fully circumvent the message's encryption. As soon as the first panel of the satellite is pried apart, a loud beeping noise begins emanating from the device. After 10 beeps, the satellite explodes, destroying the technician.
Oh well. And nothing of value was lost.
Really?
They know what they signed up for.
I don't like that there isn't just a select all or type of option or a select multiple type of option.
Oh, do you have to just individually select everyone?
Yeah, so far.
Oh it's not fun.
Yeah, it's pretty annoying, I must admit.
See, this is what I don't like about turn-based. You have to wait for your turn.
Well, it's not so bad if you're not waiting on other people. Yeah, this is not perhaps the greatest coordinates all these different shifts.
So you can squish them all into one spot, right? Like,
Yeah, but then they unsplit if I.
Oh. Oh.
Which is kind of like, thanks, but no thanks.
Thanks, but also thanks. This is useless. Oh no.
Yeah, see, like that just randomly split it.
Then you have to drag them in.
Lord. Send him over here. Didn't want to send anybody through till everybody was ready.
Are you attacking?
Yeah, pretty sure this is going to be a baddie central on the other side.
It's okay, it's a scout ship. He's scouting. I'm ordering Chinese food. Do it. Do it.
Do it.
Do it. Let yourself be preyed upon by your desires. What is it that you truly desire? Is it Chinese?
Oh, are we Lucifer now?
We're doing Lucifer. I'm Velo. It's not Lucifer, it's Velo. The Lucifer's last season was a bop.
It was odd. I'm not sure I agree with the decisions, but I'm happy it ended. If that makes sense.
It was a good ending. I just feel it wasn't a good Lucifer season, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah, no, I totally am on board with you. Exactly.
Yeah. I love Rory. It just feels very weird that she was added out of nowhere in that season.
Yeah. Like, this is a thing now. Okay.
It's like Lucifer spent a whole 4/5. It's 5 seasons, right? Before the ending, yeah. This was 5 seasons patting about with the status quo, which is not doing anything, and then it wanted to do everything in that last season that it should have been doing since the start.
Well, and the part that kills me is then, of course, they go ahead and undo everything. Like,
oh yeah.
Okay, great. Now he has what's the word I'm looking for? Now he has actual character progress, but nothing's actually changed. But your big setup was, oh, Lucifer being God is going to change everything, and then you just don't.
Yeah, how about we don't do that? To be fair, that was a very Lucifer move. To be fair.
Yeah.
To do all this work to become God, and then she's like, yeah, no, never mind. Good things, man.
I didn't actually want to do any of this.
I just didn't want Michael to have it. That's 100% something Lucifer would do. That totally makes sense, but also it did feel a bit like we were moving backwards.
Yeah, it was a bit frustrating was the big thing. It was like I just spent so long getting set up for okay, we're gonna have our big status quo change. And then nope.
Nope. Yeah, no. God, fucking
just nope.
Yeah. I feel like we could have finished Lucifer 3 seasons in if they actually wanted to.
Yeah, it was dragging towards the end, that's for sure.
Yeah,
Like,
100%. Oh yeah, it was just. I was watching it more out of like, because I need to finish this than because I'm actually enjoying the show.
yeah, no, I feel you on that one. I've had more than a few shows where I'm just like, I am finishing this not because it's good, but because I will be angry if I never finish it.
It's the sunk cost fallacy. I've already put so much time into this. I need to see it through. Like, I'm lucky enough where I finished Lucifer. I started Lucifer rather when the 6th season came out, so I didn't have to wait for it. So that was pretty good.
Get some more research.
Become big.
Um,
Alright, I've ordered.
Florida has
I have
yeah,
tried.
like I want to send like all 11 of these dudes at once. I don't want to send like one of them.
Mhm. But as soon as you do, it splits them. Ugh. If they like incentivize you not just sending a big brick of people to one place.
Yeah, except for, that tends to be one of the best methods of handling anything in these kind of games.
Brute forcing it.
Well, there's a reason why Russia was such an instrumental part of the war.
A lot of bodies.
A lot of bodies is a viable tactic if you don't care about your people.
Yeah.
Which, as they are pixels, I do not care.
Wow, are you saying you would sacrifice your people for conquest, Sarson?
I mean, don't you on the regular basis?
No, I don't have
Or is
people.
that just me?
No, that's just you. I don't have people.
Ah. Yeah,
Sarson, yep.
no, I don't care about anyone but my star children. So,
You have to remember that in Nor, I am literally just homeless. I'm not an all-powerful archdemon like a lot of others. I'm not royalty. I'm just some dude. I'm just some demon. Completely random motherfucker.
I wonder, how big of a group can I make this film? Like, will it let me keep adding? Yes, it will. Oh boy.
Just put all them eggs in one basket.
All the eggs.
All the eggs. If all the eggs are in one basket, then it would be the most powerful basket in the world. No one will be able to stop me.
Well, I just apparently completely strip mined a planet.
Just went right through it.
Yep, there's no ore left on it. I wish there was an easier way to flip between systems rather than sort of semi-scrolling out. Alright. Let's make an absurdly big ship.
Large.
Stop.
I mean, I'm assuming the ship's not getting bigger. You're just packing more people in it.
Eh,
You're just
made
in
a
there.
product.
Wow. Imperialist Starson. Greater good.
Yeah, 16 units on the ship. That'll do.
God, I'm just imagining just a bus. Some motherfuckers just hanging on to the tubes at the top. Everybody's packed in there like sardines.
Let's check out Totally Not Earth. Okay.
Not every planet with water is Earth, Starson.
That's totally Australia.
Not every planet with Australia is Earth, Starson.
I mean, to be fair, have you been to Australia? I'm not sure it's on Earth either.
Australia is just a pocket dimension that exists on every planet.
Pocket murder dimension.
Yeah, that's true. What you think? You think those giant spiders are Earth based? No, they're alien. They exist outside of
We
everything.
gotta ask Lychee. He's ostensibly Australian. So he would
Australian.
know.
Oh, I need to go in there. You need to talk to them. Like, when you talk to an Australian, you have to talk to them in their own language because they don't understand. You have to show up and be like, "Oh, you got them shrimp on the Barbie." And then
Now,
they-
from the Australians that I've talked to, there's one important thing you're missing. You're not
Yes.
saying the word cunt every other word.
Oi, oh sorry. Oi, cunt, you got them shrimps on the Barbie. Cunt.
There you go. Now you sound like Australian.
There we go. Sorry, my closest approximation to Australian people is playing Fuse from Apex Legends. Yo, Apex Legends is one of the best properties for diversity I've ever seen. Like, legitimately,
Really?
the representation in that game is actually so good. You would be surprised. Like,
That's
we have
awesome.
we have the big strong tank character who is openly gay, right?
Right.
We have the strong masculine sort of old man type Fuse. I'm talking about Fuse. He's sort of hyper masculine, explosions, guns, blowing shit up type guy, and he's openly bisexual.
Nice.
Yeah.
We never
we
got
have
any bi rep.
yeah, and when we get bi rep, it's always more feminine characters, you know. So it's really
Yeah.
good to feel like see a hyper masculine, super manly person, and also be openly bi. Both of those characters are actually very masculine, very openly queer. We have Valkyrie, who I think she's gay. I'm not actually quite 100% sure on that one. And then we have Bloodhound. I'm kind of miffed with Bloodhound because they're non-binary, but also they are faceless and always masked, which is sort of the non-binary trope, you know. Like, oh, it's either a
Yeah.
robot or a faceless character. Man, that's sort of iffy. That's the only one I'm not 100% on.
Yeah, but sometimes a trope works well, and that's why it gets used. Unfortunately, if you're making a robotic faceless character, like, you don't want to assign a gender to them.
Yeah. I mean, 100% it makes sense, but also I would like to see more like non-binary characters that aren't just faceless or
Oh
monsters.
yeah, 100%.
Yeah, because like that's not every non-binary person goes for androgyny, you know. Like,
Oh yeah, yeah.
it's not. And then I
Like-
feel like I'm missing someone, but yeah.
The thing that kind of messes with me some is just how not messes. The how it's so weird that sort of like feminine is the default for everything except for uber masculine. Like, I wish I had a better way to say that, but you know what I'm talking about.
No, yeah. Especially even in queer spaces, the masculinity has a very bad rap. So for a lot of people, like saying you're non-binary is basically saying you're woman light is the meme in the non-binary community, right? Like,
I didn't know that, but that sounds about right.
that's the meme. Like, oh, you're non-binary, but you're not feminine. Oh, okay, man. like even in queer spaces, that's how it goes a lot of the time. And I say this as a non-binary person who presents very masculine.
Yeah, like I gotta admit that's part of my struggle dealing with calling myself non-binary is I am very masculine in presentation, and so it's very hard. It's very weird for me to say like, oh yeah, no, I'm actually non-binary despite the incredibly uber masculine presence that I put on, you know.
Yeah, like I actually have a fuck, what's the word? A person in my university who is also non-binary. They're in my class, but they are AMAB, but they present very femininely. They wear makeup, you know, that sort of thing. Wear very outwardly queer aesthetic that they have, right?
Right.
And I actually got in a discussion with them because because I was calling myself non-binary and I don't quotation marks look it, you know.
Yeah.
At least outwardly. So yeah, like in queer spaces, a lot of the time it's either you the only way for a non-binary person to be valid is for them to be feminine or assigned female at birth.
Yeah.
A lot of the times, and that's a very big problem in the community because people who are AMAB and don't necessarily feel comfortable or like to or you know just feel safe presenting in a more androgynous way are very much left out of it, which is fair because a lot of the time men in these spaces can be very creepy and you know, unwelcoming. So like I get the reservation for people who present very masculinely, like I get it, but also it is very damaging and dangerous for other people who are queer but present masculine.
Yeah. It's really frustrating because, like, I get it. There's a lot of spaces where, so like, here's my hot take for the day.
Oh, sure.
I understand the ignorance of TERFs. Like, I understand that idea of I don't want men in my female space. Now, on the other hand, that's due to their ignorance of not understanding that, you know, gender isn't attached to your sex.
Mm-hmm.
But I get that frustration with I don't want this group that has historically been a problem for my group mixed in. Like, I understand that perspective, but I also am like, you're completely setting up this dichotomy that does not work.
Yeah. I mean, TERFs are wrong because they don't understand that women are women regardless of their genitalia, which is a very misogynistic outlook. Like, oh, you're only a woman if you conform to what I think a woman is, huh? That sounds kind of misogynistic, innit?
Yeah, the one that always blows my mind is because anytime I've ever, like, you know, sat down and been like, okay, TERF or anti-trans person, describe what a woman is to me without using their genitalia. and you just get
like, long hair, dresses femininely,
like, this is all very shallow nonsense. Don't
Yeah.
you have anything more than that? Nope.
Nope. That's what a woman is. A woman is vagina, man have penis, and that's about it.
I always make a joke out of the fact that my that I feel like I was raised to be super trans accepting on accident.
Accident?
Because my parents taught me from a very early age that what made you a man, quote unquote, wasn't your genitalia. It was how you acted and how you held yourself, you know. And of course, the intended lesson was, you know, the be a man, be strong, be more than just. But how I took that was, you know,
anyone can be a man.
If they act right, then anybody can be a man.
Yeah.
And if they act right, anybody can be a woman. It just made sense to me. Like,
you know what?
never.
I was about to mention how I wasn't sure how I ended up so accepting when my parents are very much on the more traditional side of things, you know, be a man, be a woman. But what you just described pretty much answered my question, because that's exactly how I was raised too.
Yeah, you're
No.
given this steady diet of, just, being the body you were born into isn't good enough
Mhm.
to make you count as this gender identity. So when, somebody comes up and says, I don't have the body for this gender identity, but I am the gender identity because I act like it enough, then you're like, oh, well, yeah, sure, makes sense to me. I follow.
Yeah. Mhm. Very valid. Very cool. Yeah, that sort of makes sense. I mean, my parents are very, very. I mean, they're the sort of people who will say, yeah, I support the gays, but also when they say gay people, they mean trans people. They mean every other queer identity, in a sort of derogatory way. Like they'll see a trans person and they'll just think they're a gay man. Is what I'm trying to get at, right? Like they don't bother, just they don't acknowledge the existence of trans people, much less non-binary people, which is why I'm not out to them. I mean, I don't really I'm not in the closet, I'm just
Yeah,
me.
but
And if they don't want to like acknowledge that, then that's on them.
yeah, no, I totally get it. I did a lot of the same sort of thing where it's like, I am who I am. Beyond that, you can work with me or not.
Yeah. And yeah. If they were to ask me, hey, are you gay? I'd be like, no, I am bi. Hello. Actually, my sister tried that a couple times, but she was very, very ham-fisted about it. She was like, we were just at the table eating, then she'd be like, haha, but if you were, it'd be okay. And I was like, yeah, okay, yeah. Carry on. She was very ham-fisted. She's very. I think I haven't technically come out to her either, but again, I don't hide it, right? Like,
Yeah. No, I get you.
yeah.
I think the one that so my favorite own that I've ever done of someone who's being like super like gender restrictive was someone's like, oh, if you have to have a dick to be a man, and I'm like, so are you saying that a soldier coming home from a war who's had his legs blown off by an IED isn't a man anymore? And just the look of, oh fuck. Well, he used to, and I'm like, that doesn't matter. Like, he used to have legs. Does he suddenly not count? Is he still a runner?
It is the mind of transphobes is so fucking confusing.
It really is. It's so hard to figure out what the fuck is going through there,
Yeah, they're always very selective about what they choose to care about. Like they'll always be like, oh, the gays makes so much emphasis on gender, and then turn around and have fucking baby showers.
Yeah, that one blows my mind. Like,
what?
Like, how long it took me to explain, because my parents were like, why do the gay people need to bring up the fact that they're gay at school? And I'm like, you're wearing a wedding ring. You are literally signaling right now that you are wed to someone. Like, if I ask you, who are you married to, you will say my wife. That is all that's being asked, and that is it.
It's so confusing. Or like gender reveal parties. What the fuck is that? Why?
Gender reveal parties hurt my soul.
It's just a baby shower, but with extra steps, and apparently more deadly.
Shockingly more deadly.
Why is it so deadly? That's no reason to be that deadly. And yet, here we are. How many people have died? Here we are. How many people have died in a gender reveal party? Way too many. One, it would be way too many.
Yeah. That's very much on the what was it? The Doofenshmirtz thing of, if I had a nickel for every time that happened, I'd have 2 nickels. Which doesn't seem like a lot, but it's odd that it's happened twice.
Yeah. Like, imagine growing up and being told that your dad died at your gender reveal party. Your completely unnecessary gender reveal party.
Like, that's just the entire concept is like, oh no.
Imagine if you're trans and you find out your dad died at your gender reveal party.
Oh no.
It's like he died for literally nothing. For nothing.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Or that fucking gender reveal party in California that ended in the forest fire.
Yeah, where they lit the explosions, destroyed everything.
Yeah. Like, wow, you remember your gender reveal party? Well, you don't remember, you were a baby, but basically what happened is that we burned 20 acres of land for you. You're welcome.
What?
Oh my god. Are the cis okay? Are the cis okay?
They are not.
You're never okay.
Like,
You only did-
the amount of times. So I did a wedding, right? As in, I
Mhm.
actually resided.
Oh.
And the amount of people who made jokes to the bride and groom about ball and chain and stuff like that, about like everything is over now that you're getting married. I'm like, guys, this is a happy occasion.
Are you okay? Are you being forced to get married? Oh, jeez. And it's
Like,
always like that, yeah.
I understand, like, if this is secretly like an arranged marriage, you just wink twice.
Me twice. Yeah, it's a joke here too. Like my parents joke about how my grandpa had my dad on held at gunpoint at their wedding. Like that's the joke. Like, oh okay, well shit. It's so weird. Like, y'all just not love each other? It's because men aren't allowed to show affection. That's it,
Oh,
right?
yeah, absolutely not.
Like people will find it weird that men are always hypersexual, but also like sex is the only time at which a man can feel intimate with another person and have it be socially acceptable.
Yeah, it's sad when you put it like that, but it's absolutely true.
Yeah. Like, of course that doesn't excuse men being creepy, right? But also it's an explanation.
As I like to say, it's an explanation, not an excuse.
Like the patriarchy hurts everyone, not just women. I mean, especially women, but not just, right? Not exclusively.
Yeah. Well, it's like I explained to someone the other day. They were like, well, how can women support the patriarchy? And I'm like, well, because it comes with some perks. Like, that's the whole point of a rigid system like that, is that if you follow the system, you get perks. And those perks may not be things you want,
but
they are existing. Like, it's like why the whole, like, for some reason the first thing idiots go to when, men and women are equal is, oh yeah, so I can punch a woman. It's like,
what is it with their obsession with wanting to punch women? Like you'll see the other day I saw an article about this woman who caught her husband abusing their child, and this woman put his balls in a book and crushed them. That was fucking pretty epic. And then guys in the comments like, oh well, if it would have been a woman who did it, would I have been allowed to crush her balls in a book? Checkmate.
and I'm like, well, if she was, abusing a child, yeah, I don't think anybody would really complain.
I mean, people would complain, but that's beside the point. The point is that why is that the first thing that your mind goes to when this is brought up? Why is that what you think of,
Okay, I know this is supposed to be this galaxy-spanning thing, but all I can do is laugh at the fact that I'm literally just sending one little spaceship around to check out all these planets, and at the same time, like, completely strip mining every planet in the galaxy while I do it.
Just going around, taking what you want, leaving it. Are these planets like populated? Are there people here?
Not according to the overviews, but
Have we actually landed on any of them?
oh yeah, technically speaking, every time I pass by one, I land and colonize it.
Oh, okay.
It's just whether or not there's anybody there.
Oh, that's not Mario. Pretty little heads over that one. People, more like sheeple, am I right?
Well, apparently the people we were sent to rescue literally just did that.
Oh. Oh no, there's an empire. Traitors, destroy them at once.
Oh, and I told them they should join back, and they did.
Oh, well shit. Wow. They're just
They're
double
like-
defenders.
They're like, yeah, no, we didn't want to actually like fight anybody, so okay. Wait, what? It was that easy? I feel like we missed a step here.
It's like fuck that episode, the first episode of Marvel's What If, the Star-Lord T'Challa episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like, hey Thanos, what if you don't genocide? And it was like, yeah, okay.
But what if you didn't?
I get what you're going for, right? Yeah, just get rid of 50% of the people, you know. Yeah, okay, I get it. But what if no? And then Thanos was like, you make a convincing argument, sir. I will join you. In your darkest moments, I will be there.
Okay, why can't I escape from this page? Why am I stuck?
You're stuck.
I'm stuck.
Step bro, I'm stuck. I'm stuck in the menu page. Help me.
Damn it, hello.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh no, we're not redoing that entire thing.
No.
It's wanting me to redo it. We're not. We've been at this one an hour anyways.
Oh, it's already been an hour? Oh,
Yeah.
Holy shit.
This
We've
goes
just
a
been
lot. Yeah, it goes a lot faster when you have someone to chat with. So, thoughts on the game? The aesthetic is very nice. I also like the fact that the aliens are properly alien looking. I hate it when sci-fi things just make the alien another human with like a slight differentiation. You
Human
know,
Plus is what they call it.
yeah, human plus. That bores the heck out of me. So,
Definitely. That's because you haven't seen the women. They're just girls with green skin.
I actually wrote a sci-fi book where that was one of the premise.
Wait, use that as a premise? I need you to elaborate here, please, because
Well, so the main character is from a race called the Garbani, who are literally just, they look exactly like humans, except for green-skinned, slightly taller, and an extra finger on each hand.
oh,
And it's just an example of convergent evolution.
oh
So like, so they run into, so when they deal with humans, the humans are like, "You look just like us." No, you look just like us.
that's funny. I like that.
And of course it runs in weird stuff because since they're so human-like, of course there's attraction there, and they're like, "Wait, I'm attracted to an alien because they look so close to humans that it's triggering my basic responses." And oh crap, what does this mean?
Well, that's fun.
Can we do things, or will we like accidentally kill each other? Like, how
Rubber band.
does mating work for your species exactly?
I'm
Like-
guessing it turns out it's exactly the same.
No, completely different.
Oh, cool. That's fun.
Yep. Yep, the Gorbani human couples basically make do as the best example I could think of is if a gay man and a lesbian really love each other. They just kind of have to go, I'm not interested in what this is, but I can do the thing that makes you feel happy, and then we can do the thing that makes me feel happy, and we'll call it good.
You just take turns, it's fine.
Because I deliberately made the Gorbani's reproductive thing, like, kind of weird and creepy, because that was the whole gag. But
Oh, my food's almost here.
There are tentacles and spikes involved.
Oh no. That does not sound comfortable or fun for any human. Very cool. Speaking of convergent evolution, crabs.
Everything becomes crab. So before I forget, did want to say aesthetics were great. The tutorial was very thorough, which I appreciate for big, difficult, crazy games like that. Holy hell, lots of in-depth, and I appreciate that. I'm not entirely sold on the card representation for your units. It feels a little cop-outy to me.
Mm-hmm.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, 100%.
Like, if there was more card to the like, if I was pulling from a deck or something, it'd make the card game thing feel a little easier. But, yeah. The as it stands, it just feels kind of about-ish. So how are you doing, Bello? You want to keep going and do more for the day? You good to chill? I don't want to drag you through the nonsense I'm up to, unless you want to get right along.
Well, my food is about to arrive, so I would.
So go get some chow. It's all right.
Yeah,
Thank you for spending time with me.
Hey, it was really fun. I really enjoyed having a nice, thorough conversation with you because we don't really actually get to talk that much.
Yeah, because we're always doing stuff.
Yeah, we're always in the middle of something, and then like we're always. I mean, I guess I find it very difficult to like keep track of everyone in the chat, especially when a lot of people are talking. And like we hadn't actually had a proper conversation ever. I think this was the first time.
And I appreciated the chance to talk with you, fellow. You have a wonderful day. I'm probably going to play a few more games before I call it today. And I will talk to you later.
All right, I'll see you. Thank you so much for the invitation. That was really fun. I enjoyed the talk about crabs. We spent the whole time talking about crabs. Goodbye.
No problem at all. You have a wonderful night. And as for everybody else, thank you for joining the stream. We appreciate it. You have a wonderful day. And remember, to hold your loved ones close, because you never know when the stars might align. I'll see you all next time. Ciao.